How about now? Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, okay. There we go. Well, hello, everybody. How's that? Too loud? Too loud? Is sound check? All right. Well, that was an interesting start to our evening. No, there's a couple different audio settings, and you might be able to hear it in the playback. Yeah, I was talking the whole time, so it's just the desktop volume was really, really low. So it'd be interesting to see when the playback goes back. All right, well, here we are, everybody. Hey, Play Dead Live, Asylum Wing, VOX versus ARC. This is 135 stop. So we know at 10:45 we will stop the game, and whatever happens, happens. At that point, you are incented to play fast tonight. It is important that you have your moves ready to go, because 10 for the first failure, 25 for the second failure, that can add up in a hurry. I'm going to take you directly to the standings. Very interesting standings. So we've got Mirror at 3-0. Look at that point differential, 787. Arc at 2-1. This is actually a battle for second place. VOX, if VOX wins tonight, VOX will move up into second. Arc would drop down to third. So this is a big game. And of course, we got that makeup game on Monday night, a big match between Sly and Mirror. You can see we've changed the schedule a little bit because of the timeouts. Every team now has used a timeout, so be careful with those. You've only got one left for the remainder of the season. After that, the games would be forfeited if you did not play them. So each team is down to one. Because we've used the timeouts, we're going to play that Mirror Sly game on Monday, which means we've opened up our schedule for Wednesday night. We're going to be going after Blaster Fish. We went after Bundle Fish. We went after Fortune Fish. So next Wednesday night, we had a great... Did you guys fish the other night? Who fished the other night and had a great time at our event Monday night? It was one of the biggest turnouts we've had for a fishing event. Of course, Villar won it again, but there's only so many times that she can win it. Eventually, the rest of us are going to catch up. So we had a lot of fun with that. If you guys had a lot of fun with that, you're going to have a lot of fun with the game tonight and how the game has changed. So I'm going to start you out. Take you to PCP points. We've got, check it out. Up top of the leaderboard, we got Kel, Justice, Gemstone, Animal, all tied with 2 gold bars. Take care of DZ, JJ, and Bones tied. Range Rover, Julia in the lead there. Dimes and B-Dub close. Submarine, it is JJ, but Bones not far. Bones, are you on every list? What's going on here? How many freaking lists is Bones on? Oh, she's not on the one she should be on. She's not on the gold bar, but she's on like all the rest of them. All right, we've got Cannonball. We got Kel, Justice, Craven, Dow. Bones on that list too. Temple, Sneaky Deaky, Occupy, Dimes, and then a 3-way tie for second. And then we've got page number 2. Page number 2, we've got the Ace Award. Busy Bee rocking that. Several people tied with 1. Rovers, Father Ron with 2. Craven, Dow, and Jim all with 1. Ruffled Feather. Stealth Bomber, B-Dub, the only person to get to stealth so far. Surrender, Father Ron twice. Craven once. Watchtower Award, JJ, Dimes, and Moon. Strawman, nobody. Vehicle Theft, nobody. Kel with 3 bullseyes and no Triple Crown as of yet. All right. It's good stuff, right? You get to see all those things. And it is date night, baby, but maybe Father Ron will tell us what else it is, because we might be giving away... I'm ready to give away packs again. We'd given away Dead Dimes, we've given away Kills coins, but we did our last box event. We had a blast our last box event. So we're ready to start reloading up on the packs. So do me a favor, if you're not playing tonight, if you are Mirror, if you are Sly, give me a number from 1 to 20. You know what? Everybody give me numbers tonight, because we're rolling out brand new gear and a brand new bomber bundle. And I'm just going to tell you, you better get a hold of this bomber bundle. You better get a part of it, because it is It is amazing. Everybody give me a number from 1 to 20. Kel, I'm giving away 3 packs tonight. 3 packs. Because we've got the final piece of Alpha Strike gear. We've got the first piece of Rev X gear. And we got the most amazing bomber ever put together. All right, here we go. We're going to roll it right now. 3 winners is what we're looking for. First number is number 20. And we didn't have Ron, and we didn't have Dow. Or Craven. All right, roll it again. Number 8. There's a winner. We got Crimson Tide winning pack number 1. We need some more numbers. Ron, where are you and where's Trigger? Put your numbers back in. I don't see either one of their numbers. Oh, Crip's going to put in, or Trigger's going to put in 20 now. Ron, I still don't see your number. Ron's the one that told us it was roll time. There it is. All right, number 1. Here we go. Let's do it again. Second winner. Number 12. Look at that. All right, there we go. That's it. There's 3 winners. Shaman Sheila and Valar, both. All 3 winners off the board. I thought Valar was going to quit winning. Man, she wins everything. She's going to apologize again. All right, here you go, everybody. Tonight's Epic War Bundle. Tell me if you see something a little bit different. Make some noise, everybody. I made this color-coded for Deadly Dimes. Tonight's Epic War Bundle. We don't even need to put anything extra in this because it is, whoa, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 2 pieces of gear tonight. Spice it up. All right, take you up to the silver bundle. We got Elixir Extreme, Elixir of Steel, brand new, formerly known, hey, Trixie is still there, but who wants to upgrade on Trixie? It is a brand new grenade called the Bunko grenade. Look at that. There it is. It's two little flamings. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you can see it. That's what Trixie used to do. Trixie still does, but this is stronger. The Goat Grenade by request. We've got, and that is Dimes, the Bunko, and the Goat Grenade are 2. They're double. All right? So 2 Bunko, 2 Goat. 5 post-battle pet revive. 1 Graph, 1 Carbine, 1 of each of your waxes. Take you down to the red zone. That's 2 Wickeds, 1 Raise, Combat Orb, Rage Potion, Savage 6, Mag 7, Super 8, Hostile 9, T10 by request. Gold Bundle, 2 Wicked Blue, Fortify, Navy, Enrage 2, Enrage 3, Max Seal Smoke, Gold Summon Skins, and yes, finally, after I reminded everybody, they did say, yes, we do want the Onyx Weapons skins. For now, those are still called Onyx Weapon skins. We will be rebranding some of our skins to say Scales. They will become Pet Scales. We'll get to the weapons a little bit later on. All right, Time Smoke. What does Time Smoke do? Well, this is what Time Smoke does. It removes negative time effects that have been put on you. That is important. It's very important. It's why we have it in there. It is a rare smoke. Green Bundle, Chill Smoke by request, Arrowhead, Spider Silk, Diablo, 2 of those. Stronghold Speed, Seal and Thrill, Heal and Thrill, Disaster, and Elemental Abyss Stone. I'm going to give you 1 standard recipe and take you up top. This is really what it's all about tonight. We've got Mythic Summon Skin. We've got, and it will be Mythic Summon Scale soon. Immortal Summon Skin will be Immortal Summon Scale. And the final piece, everybody, of this beautiful, look at this. Look at that band. Alpha X band, H15, D12, B10, AP5. And I know y'all, everybody in this room right now has used mass destruction. Mass destruction 3. That means you're going to have MD5. That's crazy. And we wanted to finish out that set the way we brought it in a bang. We got PvP Gym, but we also got something brand new. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the season is when we retire, not really retiring, but we put the last piece of a gear in a set, and then we also introduce the brand new Rev X, and this is Revolution X Mask, H16, D12, B10, AP6, and how one. What are you going to be howling about? Oh, yes. Okay. If you play Howl, 1, it will reduce the time of a player to get their move in by 1 second per howl, right? So, that means if you've got 20 seconds and you get 5 howls put on you, it's going to drop you down to 15. If you don't, and it's 15 for each one. 15 for the 10-point timer, 15 for the nerf timer, 15 for the 25-point timer. So you start putting howl on people, it is going to slow their roll and make them play faster. What happens typically when a player plays faster? Y'all know, mistakes happen. So you're going to force the mistakes, or they're going to say, I'm not going to make the mistake, and I'm just going to eat the timer, which is going to be points. So mistakes and timers, use them wisely. You know, do you want to put 6 or 7 on one person, or would you like to howl this person for 3 seconds, howl that one for 3 seconds? Because there are people like to, y'all know there are people like to get right down to 20 seconds, right, and then post their move. So now that if you put 3 howls on somebody, now they're going to get down to 17, timer's up. Now start the next timer, 17, timer's up. In one move, you could lose 10 seconds. Crazy, crazy stuff. I love it. Love this gear. Kel, hopefully we got a lot of people in this gear. I'm going to tell you, RevX gear is going to have some, it's going to mess with people a little bit. Okay? All right. So, hey, look, we're starting out a brand new, I'll show you a couple things here. Look, alpha gear. Whoa! Look at all that alpha gear. Look at that. That's your complete set of alpha gear. And then we go to RevX, the first piece of RevX. Hey, welcome everybody to the brand new Revolution. We're going to put that RevX right over there. It's going to be a ton of good stuff. I can't, you never know what you're going to see with this. But let me tell you, I can't give any teasers about what we're going to do with this particular set. But I can tell you, the gear is incredible. I've heard there's going to be some really, really crazy type of stuff that's going to come down. So, let me know if y'all have heard anything either. Right, Busy. If you've heard anything, I want to know about it. Don't let me know unless you've heard. But all right. Whoa! What is this? The herd. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out soon, won't we? All right, that is tonight's Epic War Bundle. Take a look at who has the gear. We got Dow, Crimson Fly, Dimes, Jules, Die, B-Dub, Football, Valar, Justice, JJ, Bones, Busy, Cat, Samurai, Craven, Pope, Ron, Jim, Trigger, and Kel. And here we go. Let's get you to tonight's Super Bomber. Give me 999s if you guys want to see some amazing Super Bomber. I've only got 3 minutes to get the Super Bomber rolled out, tell you about it, and then get into the game so we don't lose any precious seconds. Here we go. Tonight's Super Bomber, everybody. Oh my goodness. What is this? Firepower galore. All right. Look at the weakest grenade in the bunch right now is Goliath. Take you up top. That is, count them, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Goliath in tonight's Super Bomber bundle. Take a look over to the right of that. That is 10 monster grenades. So that is 20 of your drop and pop grenades right there. Look on row number 2. Row number 2 are 2 in each of those, second row. Those are specialty grenades, but they're doubled up. That is 2 Rapture, 2 Oracle, 2 Lithium, 2 Seismic, 2 Vapor, 2 Snowstorm, 2 Gin, 2 Red Eye, 2 Top Hat, and 2 Super Whammo. And what do we have down on the bottom? Those are single row. Deadly Dimes. Everything in the bottom. That is your high power ballistics right there. We've got 1 Unicorn, 1 Grinch, 1 Glitch. You probably looked up there and said, wait a minute, where's St. Elmo? There is St. Milo. St. Milo does 15 points. Look at him. That grenade right there. It is singular. 1 Milo. 15 points if it hits. And Whammo Extreme. It's craftable, but we want to give everybody one so they can see how important it is. It adds a point of rage. It's the strongest ammo in the game. You get 1 of those in tonight. And then take you over to the right side. That is 1 Unforgiven. This cannot be prevented by player preventions. You got 1 Trex grenade. That will automatically take 2 blocks off the board if it hits, regardless. The summoning grenade. That's going to summon a Watcher. If this hits a Watchtower, that's 1. 1 Gavel and 1 Grizzly. So all that bottom row is 1. I told you guys, this is the best bomber bundle we've ever put together. Kel, let's see who loaded up with this. And we're only doing 1 of these a month. So this is it. You get it tonight, or you ain't getting it until May. So we want these. They will become scarce. They will become sought after. So everything in the top row, that's 20 grenades up there total. Everything in the second row, there's 20. And down on the bottom row, that is 10. And you know what? I'm going to throw in 100 loaders too, right there in the middle. Look at that. You pick it up tonight, we're going to reload you with 100 loaders as well. So Dimes, make sure we get that tomorrow. Get that loader right there in the middle as well. All right, Kel's going to let us know who picked up the bomber. That way you guys can, I know Moonshot likes to keep notes. That way you guys can see it. But remember, people can trade items. They can gift items. So you don't always know. There you go. There's your list. Valar, Cat, B-Dub, Dimes, Julia, Justice, Samurai, Bone, Sheila, Craven, Dow, Pope, Crimson, Jim, Arc, Bank, Kel, Splendid, Trigger, Fly, Tiny and Football, JJ, and Moon. There you go. We got a match to get to, and like I said, this is a very important match. Let's take you down. Give me your pre-match buffs, if you are. Valar, Shaman, Jim, Julia, Ron, Cat, Crimson, and Dr. Dye. Give me those pre-match buffs. All right, we got Shaman, Doc, Valar, Julia, Cat, Crimson, Gemstone. We got Ron. That's it. We got all 8. Here we go. Take you down to Ark's Championship Field. That's where they're playing in this Asylum wing. Here we go. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Leading off, and in the DZ, we got Shaman Sheila. Shaman Sheila be followed by Dr. Dye diagonal in the DZ. Dr. Dye be followed by Valar in the tank zone. They have chosen tank. Valar will be followed by Father Ron. Father Ron is the captain and the sniper. Ron is in the rover zone. Ron will be followed by Julia. Julia is the captain and the sniper as well. Julia will be followed by Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide is in the tank zone. And Crimson Tide is going to be followed by Gemstone. Gem is sieging, and she is the challenger. And we've got Cat. Cat is sieging, and on the other side, we got Dr. Die as the challenger. Remember, timers are not challengeable. Have a great game. Good luck. This is a very, very fun, important game. And with that being said, Shaman Sheila, 20-second timer starts now. 10:45, we stop. Shaman Sheila easily beats the timer. Thank you for that. All right, Shaman playing a negation wand. And she's also going to go with Cat's raise wand. All right. So we'll take negation off the board and raise wand off the board. Red and purple. Boston Main Street with absorption. Playing Boston 1, we'll cap in 3. Going to play absorption. Max Seal Julia, Spruce to Temple. Mass Destruction 4. And next match, it'll be Mass Destruction 5. MD4. Seal to Julia and put out the Temple, all within the timer. Thank you for that. Let's kick it over to Dr. Die. Dr. Die, 20 seconds for you. Easily beats the timer. Look at that. Speed round. All right, we got Colossal Gideon, move in range. Mirror Smoke Julia. She's moving in range of the wall, so let's put her over there in the no zone. All right. Colossal Gideon is going to be minus 38. All right, Colossal Gideon, move into range of the wall. Mirror Smoke to Julia. Rage glide to the wall with Mass Destruction 4. Julia says it hits. So let's get a single Rage and a Goliath. And let's go ahead and get you with that Mass Destruction. Get you a black block. All right, go from Dr. Die over to Game Over Valar. 20 seconds. Winning everything lately. Timer is up. Nerf timer is in effect. She did beat the nerf timer, but not the time timer. She's going to jump into tank. Let's give Valar a cannonball. 25-point cannonball for Valar. Wicked Boss to their chest. All right, playing Wicked Boss, but Dr. Die. Smart move there. So it is just a regular boss because they do not have a boss out. Playing in 1 would cap in 3. No boss penalty for VOX. Holy Avenger to the wall. Seal, Flourish Wand. Green wands off the board. Mythic Dark Blue from Crimson. All right. Gets in the tank. All good. Wicked Boss is good. Holy Avenger. No negative effects to their wall. Plays a seal on herself. Flourish Wand. M7 Snowstorm loaded with Mass Destruction 4. All good. But the grenade is stopped. Let's get that dark blue. One second. All right. We've got Mythic Dark Blue is going to hit Valar. That Mythic is going to break her gear absorption. And then she is going to take 20 points of damage. And the next grenade is going to be nerfed. Looking for my nerf symbol. I can't find it. So there you go. There's my symbol. Valar playing absorption. All right, so absorption plus the gear absorption will absorb it, so she takes no damage. And we get a blue off the board. Let's go to Father Ron. Ron, 20-second timer. Ron beats the timer. Ron's going to jump into Rover. Let's give Ron a tire. All right, turning Julia into a medic. Vines to Julia. F4 Dark Shadow to Julia. All right, Ron, obviously driving over. He's going to play Ellie Ram. No Ellie. Turn Julia into a medic. She is eclipsed. So Ron's ability fizzles. Vines fizzles. And his attack fizzles. I felt like they were expecting that with Sheila in the lineup. But we do sacrifice the Ellie. So Ark does not have an Ellie the rest of the game. All right, because Julia disappeared, Mirror Smoke disappeared as well. You move out of it, there's not a target for it, it's gone. Let's go over to Julia. 20-second timer, Julia. Julia's playing Cube of Clarity. Means this half. Her attacks cannot be prevented with player preventions, Ron. She's going to play Sleet Wand. Ice Wand off the board. Going to freeze that top block. Julia also getting into the Rover. Tire for Julia. Go to Temple Steps. Mythic Vessel with a seal. She already has a seal, so we'll see. She does drop Seal Smoke. Seal does not disappear with Eclipse. It does with Sly Shaw. M7 Snowstorm loaded. Mass Destruction 4. All right, 3 halts. No. You can't redirect a seal because you're a valid target. Because if they stop it, it breaks your other seal, and then that seal would resolve. So, no. M7 Snowstorm. We're going to halt 3 times. Plus Mythic Vessel. All right, so M7, halt 3 times, make it M4, Snowstorm. Intaglio will make it a S6. Vessel will make it 7, 8, 9, 10. Mythic Vessel. 1-time Rage boost, and then the 1 stays on the Vessel. So still getting S10 Snowstorm with Mass Destruction even after the halt. Black block, green block. 40% of a green block. 60 green remaining. It's nerfed 25% though. I got to back that out. That green block is full. Take it to the next green block. 15% green. So black block and 85% green is gone. 15% green is remaining after the nerf. All right, let's go over to Crimson Tide. Crimson, 20-second timer. Crimson Tide beats the timer easily. She's going to jump into tank. Cannonball for Crimson. Both teams with cannonballs and tires. Move to Temple Stairs. Dark Boss to their chest. Like the way VOX set that up. Crimson playing Dark Boss in 1 would cap in 3. Could be worth an extra 25. I did. Don't challenge that. I read it. If you miss it, save the challenge. It's going to slow the game down in a short time period. So tank. Movement to Temple Stairs. Dark Boss to their chest. Mirror Smoke to Julia. E1 Elmo to the Watchtower with Mass Destruction 4. Elmo hits. Elmo's going to be worth 10. All right, let's go from Crimson over to Gemstone. 20-second timer. Gem beats the timer. She's going to move to their bomber zone. Gold Gideon. Gold Gideon minus 24 for VOX. No, that's a valid challenge. But the next challenge by either team better be a 1 challenge, because if you guys miss it, I'm going to bar you for the rest of the game. So I'm going to stick back to the 1 challenge rule. So if you ask me a question that I answered, this is a good challenge, so they get another one. But I did not roll the snowstorm. So make sure if you challenge, it's one like that one that you get right. All right, so I'm going to roll the snowstorm first and foremost. There are 9. So we'll roll a 10-sider because Ron did let it hit. And it is number 6. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. All right, Jim, movement. Gold Gideon. Drop a seal. We're going to play Masara. Masara is going to be a 12-sider. And it is 12. There will be no hinder for Team VOX. Shifting Winds. Move that mirror smoke over to Ron. Cannot play Shifting Winds because Negation Wand was played. One sec. All right, so we got a warning to Arc, double play or illegal play. The Negation Wand could not be played because those are off the board. Next one would be a penalty. So we keep the mirror smoke where it is. Move to their bomber zone. Gold Gideon, Masara Seal, F4 to the Watchtower, M4. So mass destruction. And 10 points for the Elmo. All right, let's go to Cat. Final move in round number 1, 20 seconds. Easily beats the timer. Move to their DZ. Over there with Shaman. Ion Julia. Icky, Decay Smoke to Julia. Rage 1 Elmo to the Watchtower. Mass Destruction 4. All right, Ion. We'll move her to the no zone. Mirror Smoke goes away. Rover goes away. Going to play Decay Smoke on Julia. Julia cannot be sealed unless she heals first. She is already sealed, however. So she keeps her seal, but she cannot be recipient of another seal unless she first heals. Movement is good. Ion is good. Icky. Icky will break her seal. Actually, she has absorption. Still first round. Icky will hit her absorption. Will not break her seal. But Valar's used her absorption. Valar loses her seal. Gemstone has first turn absorption, and Sheila has absorption. Elmo to the Watchtower. Watchtower number 2 is lit. Another 10-point Elmo. All right, that's the end of the round. At the end of the round, Crimson does rotate into the temple because it's already been occupied. Actually, does not move into the temple because it has not been occupied. Julia was on the temple stairs. Had Julia been in the temple, Crimson would have rotated in. But VOX has not put out their own flame. Therefore, they cannot go into that temple until this round. Now they can. It's open season. So nobody gets credit for the temple in round number 1. Strawman, 0-0. DZ, 0-0. Halo, 1 for Cat, 1 for Sheila. All right, let's go to round 2. Round 2, Shaman, 20-second timer. Shaman beats the timer. Shaman is going to move into the temple with her Halo. Now it is occupied. Mythic Kang to her boss with a seal and thrill. Mythic Kang could be worth 63 if that boss caps. T10 Unicorn loaded to the wall with Amplify. Double Evoke. All right, T10 Unicorn. After the mass destruction, it's going to kick it up to T10 Wedding Crasher With a thrill, it'll make it T11. Wedding Crasher. We're going to evoke it. 50%, take it to 5.5. Evoke it again. 2.75. We cut it in half. It is a 2.75 Rage Navy Grenade. Julia, going to play Chromica. All right, we've got 15% of a green block. We take the 15 off the board. And we take 35% off the board, 65 green remaining. Nice use of the double evoke there. Let's go over to Dr. Dye in the no zone. Dr. Dye, 20 seconds. Dr. Dye, Villar, and then Ron. Dr. Dye moving back to the DZ. Mythic Kang to Crimson's Boss. Mythic Kang could be worth 63. Vines to Julia. F5 St. Elmo to the Watchtower with Amplify. All right, going to amplify that block. Watchtower. Light it up. Give him an Elmo. Vine's going to break Julia's seal. Also going to take her down to 90% health. All right, let's go from Dr. Dye over to Villar. 20-second timer, Villar. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. She did beat the nerf timer, though. Villar going to move to the Temple Steps. She is behind Crimson in order. Colossal Kang to her boss. Colossal Kang could be worth 73. Seal and Thrill. Going to go Blackout Wand. Playing the Abyss Wands. There will be no DZ points this round. F5 Goliath with Amplify. All right, after the mass destruction, will be equivalent to a Grizzly Grenade. F5, we've got 65 green remaining. $65 off the board. Blue block off the board. Let's go from Villar over to Father Ron in the Arc Rover Zone. 20 seconds, Ron. Ron going to play Colossal Wicked Kang. Crimson's boss. Could be worth 73. It's going to bounce that Kang. It's going to bounce Sheila's. So Sheila, yours is off the board. Could be played at a later time. Send Smoke to Julia. F5 Dark Shadow to Julia with Amplify. Block is still frozen, but there's Amplify behind it. Julia says, wait. Sheila with the prevention. Ron, pick a stat for the Send Smoke. Damage, AP, health, base, or APR. Picking health. I'm taking Julia's highest health piece off the board. And it will be in the temple. She'll have to go there to get it. And F5 Dark Shadow. Ron is going to move down to the no zone. And they do prevent the attack. All right, let's go to Julia. Julia has vines. And it is your turn, Julia. 20-second timer. All right, Julia does beat the timer. She's going to move to the temple steps. Molar for round 6. Drop a heal smoke. S6 Grizzly loaded to the wall with Amplify. All right, Dr. Die is going to take some of that damage. The heal smoke will get rid of Julia's vines. Does count as a heal. Medic page 3. She no longer has Vessel. One second. All right, so Cosmic Chalice will either heal all targets for H5, it is a Cosmic Dragon DI, or one target for 5. That's fine. I mean, she's going to be healed anyway with the heal smoke. All right, so back to the damage. Half of it will go to the wall, half will go to Dr. Die. We're going to take Dr. Die down to 89% health. We're going to take the wall. Blue block. One blue block. That's it. They nerfed it in half. All right, let's go from Julia over to Crimson. 20-second timer, Crimson, from the Temple Stairs. Timer's up. She did beat the timer. Colossal Kang for her boss. Could be worth 83. She's going to move over to Julia. Drop Unholy Smoke. All right, so now that makes Jim's play a little bit more important. So they back out the heal smoke. So Julia was at 90, but she had binds. So they back out the heal smoke, but Jim played a heal on Julia with the dragon. So Julia goes to 95, but still no vines, and still the heal has already taken effect. So decay smoke is gone. Amplify to the wall. Now, if Ark saw Crimson play an Unholy Smoke and Jim made that move, that would be up there for some of the best moves we've seen. Because that was pretty good. E3 Elmo to the Watchtower loaded. It hits. Go like Watchtower number 4 and give him another Elmo. Colossal Kang's good. Moves to Julia, drops Unholy. E3 Elmo and Amplify. And let's go to Gemstone, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Jim's going to move to their DZ. Going to go Red Cinder for points. Plus 22. Go Euclid Cat, turn her into a boss. F5 Seismic to the Watchtower and Amplify. Also good use of a DI by Ron and Dr. Die last turn on Julia, knowing they could not prevent it, but they could nerf it. So good match play tonight. All right, Cat turned into a boss. Move to the DZ. Red Sender, F5 seismic to the watchtower. Let's light up the second watchtower. Boom. We go to Cat. She does beat the timer, but we skip her. Captains, give me your round 3 subs, please, at the end of the round. Shaman Sheila with a blessing. There's still a fire on the other side. That's the only blessing we get. Neither player will get a halo. They will get credit for the DZ, but they don't get the DZ points. So Cat and Jim both get credit for being in the DZ. Strawman 0-0. All right, let's see who we got subbing in, subbing out. Trigger for Die, Poke for Sheila. Dr. Die heading out. Trigger coming in. The Shaman heading out. Pope. All right. I did not get your pet repel. This is a good challenge, Jim. Pet repel for Jim. All right, we got buffs in effect. All right, order is as follows. It'll be Pope, Trigger, Valar, Ron, Julia, Crimson, Jim, and Cat. As a reminder, Ron, Cat cannot use any preventions or anything until her turn. All right, before Pope, Shaman's boss is going to cap. One flag to 0. And Pope, you're up. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Moving to the Temple, boss to Main Street. Going to play boss in 3 with cap in 5 if we get to 5. He ate Goliath to the wall. It means he is moving down. All right. You guys want to give me the text on Slim so I don't have to look it up? Ark's playing some rando stuff tonight. Going to keep me looking at stuff. I need a text for Slim first, Pope. I'll get you to Temple in a little bit. All right. There you go. No lingering smokes this round. All other teams heals, 50% effective. So if you heal yourself, VOX, 50%, no lingering smokes. That would be Torment. That would be Actually, it would not be torment. That would be mere smoke, vile smoke. There you go. Pope moving into the temple. Boss to main. E8 Goliath, red blue from Ron. Mass destruction 4. Second blue of the game. Red from red blue will hit his absorption, his gear absorption, and get rid of it. All right, let's go over to trigger. 20-second timer trigger. Timer's up. Fox, do we have trigger? She was just here. There we go. Colossal Kang to Main Street to Boss. Sorry, not Main Street Boss. To Crimson's Boss. Could be worth 73. Steel Julius Dominari. It hits. All right. Julia does not have Dominari. Luna Lamp to Ron. Thrill and Seal. No penalty. Obviously, Julia does not have Dominari, so I'm not going to say that's a targeting issue. I think we all know where it was intended. F5, St. Elmo. And that's supposed to be to probably the Watchtower, WT. All right. Colossal Kang to the Boss. Steel Gems Dominari. Luna Lamp to Ron. Thrill and Seal. F5 Elmo to the Watchtower. Julia says it hits. Make sure I got her seal. We do. We're good. Let's go over to Valar. Before we get to Valar, we're going to cap Valar's Boss. So that is going to be a 73-point Kang. Boss number 2. 2-0. And 20-second timer to Villar. Villar, Talon Pope to the DZ. Max Seal to Pope. Move into the temple. S6, St. Elmo loaded to the wall. Render Ron. Ron. 3 scoring pets. And then let me know if it hits. Kilo Cinco and Giblet. We'll see if that Elmo hits. It does. 10 points. And after mass destruction, kick that bad boy up to slightly higher than a Wedding Crasher with Amplify. Blue block, 40% of a red block, 60 red remaining. And a Chromica from Crimson. Let's go to Father Ron, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Ron playing Red Core to Julia. Silver Spark, Seal and Thrill, M7 Dark Shadow to Julia, and Render Pope. Pope, give me 3 scoring pets you want to get rid of. Thank you. Preventing the trigger pet or the Dark Shadow. Prevent the stab. All right. Thank you for that, Pope. Not a shot, but it is a stab. Let's go Red Core to Julia. Take Julia from 95% health down to 89% health. Pet's good with the Silver Spark, Seal and Thrill, and the bigger hit is prevented from Father Ron. All right, let's go over to Julia. Julia, 20-second timer. We got Julia, Crimson, Jim, and Cat. Julia going to summon Mythic Nolan. Playing a Heal Seal. F5 Goliath to the wall. And she's going to fake death. That means, Crimson, you cannot target her with fake death. The next player cannot target. Player after can. So that is her ability. The Goliath hits. $60 red off the board. Red block off the board. 15% red block. 1.85 remaining. All right. Let's go over to Crimson. Crimson, at the start of your turn, your boss is going to cap. One flag. And we're going to cap a 63, a 73, an 83. Sorry, a 73 and a 73. $282 points of Kangs. And we know it was a dark boss as well, so she got the points for the dark boss. And big, big Kang haul right there. All right, Crimson, 20 seconds. We got Crimson, Jim, and Cat. Beats the timer. Crimson's going to move to the temple. It is still the temple stairs. Flames not put out. Mythic Gideon. Minus 28. T-Mark. F5 Trixie. To the wall and Nolan. And Pope. Get rid of 3 more, and let's give Crimson a pet repel. All right, so the Trixie hits the wall. All right, so first Trixie's going to break that ice block. They're going to save Nolan. Crimson and Mythic's going to hit you for 30%. That will take you down to 70%. Movement's good. Gideon's good. Trixie hits the wall, breaks an ice block, goes to the Nolan. It is stopped. Pet repel's good. And they play a Mythic Blue. The Mythic damage will hit Crimson. And all done within the timer. Crimson's going to use Absorption, so let's keep her at 90 instead of 70. She absorbs 20% of it. And let's go over to Gemstone. 20 seconds, Gem. Julia is back up, back on her feet, looks alive. Going to move to their O-zone. Dark Boss to their chest. Jim playing Dark Boss, could be worth 25. Also playing it in 3. Would cap at the end of 5. E3 Elmo to the Watchtower. It hits. 10 points for the Elmo. That's third one lit. Jim playing her ability. She looks dead. Cannot be targeted by Cat. Can be targeted by the next person after. Movement's good. Pet's good. E3 Elmo's good. And Fake Death is good. Let's go over to Cat, who's no longer a boss. 20-second timer, Cat. Timer's up. Nerf timer is up. 25-point timer is active. She does beat the 25-point Nerf. I mean, the 20. She didn't beat the, yes, the 25-point. Cyborg Fly, Valar and Julia. All right. Move to their boss, to their chest. All right. You're going to have to break that one down for me. Don't do anything with her move. I need clarification of what that means. Okay. Move to their O-zone. All right. Going to move up to their O-zone. Boss to their chest. So Cat playing boss in 3 would cap in 5. So Cyborg, Fly, Valar, and Julia pick and stick. They will both, Julia's already in the no zone. It'll bring Valar over to the no zone. But it will move her out of her tank. They do stay within range. They get credit. Pet Repel is good. Cadet to the temple. Put out the flame. All right. Cyborg's good. Move both of them. They're stuck there till halftime. Well, not necessarily halftime. Till their turn. This round and next round. Pet Repel's good. She plays a boss, and Pope, all scoring pets are out of play, and that is the end of the round. At the end of the round, Crimson does rotate into Either one now, doesn't matter, because both zones are free. Crimson gets credit for a blessing. Strawman, 0-0. DZ, I got Pope and I got Trigger. 25-25. There's a couple dim dragon stones as well. Five by my count, if we get to Dragon Storm, but there are 5. All right, we're going to round number 4. Round number 4 from the DZ. Pope, your move. Got about 1 hour and 5 minutes to go. 65 minutes to get to play. Beats the timer. Go move to the temple. Over beside Crimson. Mythic Kang to his boss. Possible 63. E9 Unicorn to the wall with Shatter. Dragon Smoke to DZ. Ron says, wait. Shatter's going to take it down to 60 red, so it's 1.6. Gold blue from Cat, final blue of the game. Team VOX. Gold blue's going to hit Pope. Going to break his seal. All right, let's go over to Trigger. It's date night, Trigger, 20 seconds. Pope playing Absorption, keeps his seal. Trigger easily beating that timer. Mythic Gideon, minus 28 arc. Blue Spark, H9 Trixie to Nolan and the wall. Mirror Smoke, Julia. Julia surrounded by Mirror Smoke. Julia, H9 Trixie. Hits is going to get rid of her Nolan. H9 Trixie. Juiced up with Amplify. It's still a Trixie. Don't hate me. It's a green block. But with the juice on it and mass destruction and the blue spark, 50% of a green block. Not terrible. What's the challenge, Di? That is a good challenge. Thank you for that. It is gone. And that is 5-point penalty for Team Arc. That is a double play, second one of the day. Not a delay a game, but a double move penalty. Thank you for that. All right, let's go to Valar. 20-second timer, Valar. $61 minutes. Timer is up. We got Valar, Ron, Julian, Crimson. %25 nerf timer is up. This is for a 25-point timer. She does beat that. Valar cannot move. You do play Unholy. But because you can't move, it is your attack. And you do get Mythic Gideon. There's no grenade, Ron. Just as an FYI. All right, she does shatter. So that takes you down to 35 red. All right. So because Valar couldn't move, she can play the Unholy, but she has to throw it. So the Unholy does go over. It resolves. Gets rid of the mirror smoke. But that counts as her attack. Not a double move, not an illegal move. There's no penalty to it. It's just, that's just the way it goes down. The attack never happens. We don't get to it, but she does lose the items. Mythic Gideon is fine, and Shatter goes through, but no lithium grenade. All right, let's go over to Father Ron in his rover, 20 seconds. We got Ron, Julia, Crimson, Jim, and Kat. All right, Ron beats the timer. Red Paul to Julia. You're going to play H9, Blue Spark, Super Thrill. Now, a couple things. Red Paul. Valar, you have pick and stick. You have movement now, but it's not your turn. Julia, same thing, but we'll see how your move plays out. Julia does not have movement yet. All right, what? You're going to play Glacier. Can you guys help me out? All right, Glacier to Shadow, so half of it. I need a target. And Julia, is that it? All right, rest hits. I'm so confused right now what you guys are trying to do. I got a Glacier the Shadow. I don't know where the target's going for the wall. I got a Wait Mythic Sonar. So if you delete it, you lose the Mythic Sonar. If you don't, you lose 25. So either way, you're going to get a 25-point penalty. So you guys got to let me know what you're doing. I'm completely lost. All right. Where is the damage for the Glacier going? All right. Half the damage and then a sonar. Okay. Got it. Okay, we're going to start out with Red Paul to Julia. Red Paul is going to break the seal. And then Julia's going to take damage from the Red Paul plus the bleed. Going to take her down to 79%. Okay, because she has been hit, you do have movement. Because you were pick and stick, but now you've taken damage, so that does movement. So now they're going to take Ron's attack, cut it in half, and then use a sonar on it as well. So Ron is going to nerf you 70%. $13. S3, and then we're going to nerf your Dark Shadow. So it becomes an S3 and nerfs the Dark Shadow damage 70%. Take Julia from 79. And she's not a medic, so it does no double damage. $79 down to 68%. All right, let's go over to Julia. 20-second timer. Ron driving around. You didn't mom her into a medic because they eclipsed her out of it, Ron. Remember? Talon Villar to the DZ. I was wondering why you've been following her around with that Dark Shadow for the last 3 rounds after the eclipse, but yeah, who am I to question it? Heal and Thrill. That does answer my question now, though. S8 Unicorn loaded to the wall with Haze to Cat. All right, playing the Haze ability. Correct. you, you just got caught stalker Satan. I mean, you know. All right, Ron, does it hit? That's coming from your team too. That's kind of below the belt. He's like, sure. Sure it hits. I just realized I lost my legend. I've been chasing somebody around for the last 20 minutes. All right. I got to stop. Okay. Talon Villar to the DZ. Hill and Thrill. S8. Unicorn loaded. It does finish off the wall. Gold bar for Julia. Ron is speaking for all of VOX. He's like, they're what our game plan. Ron, you got to stop staying up so late watching Maple Leafs games, man. And I don't think Ron got to sleep anytime early. All right, and the unicorn. Gonna take out a black block. And teardrop. All right, let's go from Julia over to Crimson. 20-second timer, Crimson. who is on Ron duty? Like they're trying to figure out. Y'all killing me tonight, man. All right, send her for points. All right, send her. 20 points, Fox. Dragon Smoke, Grizzly loaded, shatter the wall. All right, shatter it. Down to 25 green. Grizzly loaded after mass destruction. Take the 25 green and take 35 green. I got 65 green left. All within the timer. Gemstone. 20 seconds. Gem's going to move to their rover zone. Jumps down, which she can. Kang to her boss. Dragon Smoke. Ain't no way in hell we're getting a Dragon Storm. I can just tell you now. It ain't happening. E6 Elmo. 5-4. Give her 10 points for the Elmo. Movement's good. Mythic Kang could be worth 63. All right, let's go over to Cat. Final move of the first half. 20 seconds, Cat. Easily beats the timer. Cat's going to move to their bomber zone. She jumps down as well. Colossal Kang to her boss. Possible 73. Dragon Smoke. E3 Elmo to the Watchtower and Shatter. Shatter that down to 40 green. Light up Watchtower number 6. And points for the Elmo. Movement's good. Kang is good. Dragon Smoke's good. E3 Elmo. Halftime. Captains, give me your round 5 subs. Get a blessing for Pope. Blessing for Crimson. Strawman 0-0. DZ 25-25. Trigger with a halo. Valar with a halo. We got Dow for Pope. Busy B in the Ozone. Both teams have sentry guns. Valar losing her seal because of elevation. Justice for Trigger. Sir Tim in the Ozone. Trigger heading out with 2 halos. That could be important. All right, we'll get the map set back up. Order is as follows. It'll be Dow, Justice, Valar, Ron, Julia, Crimson, Jim, Cat, Busy, and Sir Tim. There's about 41 minutes remaining in the game. It will probably get to Dragon Storm. Do I have Busy Bees buffs? We need Busy. Where you at, Busy? All right, we're going to cap Pope's Boss. All right, we got it. We got to go. So we're skipping our buffs. Dow, 20-second timer. Did not beat the timer. Did beat the nerf timer. Gonna play Mythic Kang to the side chest. Could be worth 63. E7 Trixie to their Kang and the wall. Mass Destruction 4. Ron says, wait. Tanner to Kang and wall hits. And it doesn't hit for much. That is a full green block. And it is 90%. Actually, after mass destruction, 80% of a green block. 80% green remaining. Only did 20%. All right, let's go over to Justice from the DZ. 20-second timer, Justice. Timer's up. Nerf timer is up. Does beat the 25-second point timer. Gonna play Thraxus to Crimson. +3 in Dragon Storm. Colossal Kang, Seal and Thrill. It's only one boss target, so he doesn't need to pick a target. Colossal Kang could be worth 73. Rage Elmo to the Watchtower and Sizzle their Ozone. Maybe that'll wake Busy up. A little fire. Watchtower number 7. They get points for the Elmo. Thraxus, Colossal Kang, Seal and Thrill, Raged Elmo to the Watchtower, and a little bit of Sizzle. Let's go over to Valar from the Tank Zone. 20 seconds, Valar. Beats the timer. Move to the temple. Her fishing partner, she's putting the vines on him. Look at that. Vines to Justice. Valar going to play Thraxus. Gold Skull to Justice and S8 Monster with Sizzle. Where is the Sizzle going to go? All right, Justice going to intervene the grenade. So Vines to Justice, break his seal. Take him down to 90. Scold, going to take him down to 80. Going to give Valar an absorption. And going to light Watchtower number 5, 7 to 5. And the grenade is stopped. Let's go over to Father Ron, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Move to their DZ. Talon Crimson to the temple. Elmo to the Watchtower and Sizzle the Ozone. Second Sizzle. Light and Watchtower number 8. And another Elmo. Movement, Talon, Elmo, and hits. Let's go to Julia. 20-second timer for Julia. Beats the timer. Julia's going to move to the temple steps. Chill Smoke to the Ozone. Kruger, Max Spark on Cat. H9 Goliath to the wall. Sizzle the Ozone. Ron says, wait. Kruger's going to put out Watchtower number 8. Going to prevent the Kruger. Mythic Sonar. All right, prevent the Kruger, double Mythic Sonars. %, nerf. Be F5. Goliath. 40% nerf to it. Take it down to Snowstorm after mass destruction. Take it back up to Wedding Crasher. F5 Wedding Crasher total. Luckily, Dow hit 20% of that green block. Just kidding. Takes the 80%, takes 30%. I got 70 green remaining. Let's go to Crimson. 20-second timer, Crimson. 29 minutes in the game. Crimson Jim, Cat, Busy, and Sir Tim. Beats the timer. Crimson with the Quake. Skull to Dow. Vines to Dow. E6 Elmo to the Watchtower and sizzle their ozone. All right, Vines will get rid of Dow's gear absorption. Then Scold will hit Dow. That doesn't do it. The Elmo will hit. And the Quake. Julia hits her weight. It hits. All right. The Elmo would fizzle, but it still hits the target. It had a valid target. So, because they like Watchtower number 9 with Scold, the Elmo still hits. They still get 10 points for it. Taking Dow down to 90%. Crimson Tide getting a 9 award, 25 points. And all 9 Watchtowers are lit. Going to Quake Valar out of the temple. And we're going to close off this temple chamber. So right now, Crimson occupies the only part of the temple that can be occupied. Valar going to use Dominari to keep Crimson from getting the 9 award. That's wrong. All right, Quake's good. Scold is good. Crimson does get a absorption. All the rest goes through. Let's go over to Gemstone. 20 seconds, Gem. We'll move to their tank zone. Going to play Nader. Nader going to put a dust on every VOX player. Max Spark Cat. Cat is stuck in place. Sizzle their ozone. That is going to knock Sir Tim out of the ozone. One turn dust. Elmo to the watchtower. It's watchtower number 6 for Arc. And we go from Jim over to Cat, who can't move yet and is dusted. 20-second timer, Cat. Jim's boss capped as well. I'll get to that in a second. And Cat's boss capped. So I'll cap both of them. Timer's up. Beat the Nerf timer. Mythic Gideon. Another negative. Unholy the Dust Smoke. Going to mute one of Arc's amplifies. H9 Blue Spark Navy. Julia hits her weight. Hits. Navy, not bad. And it's got good juice on it. 40% of a green block over there. Takes down to 40. And takes down 70. 30 blue over a block with the Navy and the mass destruction. Not preventable. Or not blueable. Sorry. All right. Before we get to Busy's turn, we're going to cap Jim's boss. And she also capped 126 points in Kang's. Over on the other side, we capped Cat's boss. And they capped another 146 points in Kang's. Flags are now 4-2. Pretty close game. Never throw in that white flag, Ron. I think this is a close one. All right, let's go over to Busy B. 20 seconds. Busy does take 20% damage from the sizzles. Breaks her absorption. Going to jump into the turret. Turn to a priestess. Torment to justice. T10 Grizzly loaded to the wall with Shatter. Shatter's going to take it down to 50% green. That is a T10, 11, 12 Grizzly Ron. Justice playing Horus. Going to stop that big grenade shot. Busy does get gold orbital. If they get that wall. Gold orbital could be worth 19 points. And a final move before Dragonstorm. Sir Tim, 20-second timer. Timer is up. Beats the timer. Nicely done. Going to go into the temple, which he can because there is a... he cannot. There's only one chamber open, so he can go to the temple steps. Going to turn into a tank. Going to drop Seal. H9 Navy loaded to the wall with Mass Destruction 4. Julia says, wait. Julia going to intervene. She said, I've seen enough of those navies. VOX kind of sneaking in with those navies. All right, movement to the temple steps. Turn into a tank, gets the seal. That is the end of round number 5. At the end of round number 5, we got Crimson with a blessing. The only one in the temple. Gemstone with a Siege Award. And a Bronze Star. DZ, I got Justice with a Halo. Dow with a Halo. Ron with a Halo. DZ, 25 Vox, 0 Arc. Can't go into the temple. It's quaked. That's why I said there was one chamber. Only Crimson can occupy it. All right, Dragonstorm. Coming up. Let's roll them. Oh, it is a true Dragon Storm. It is F4. And am I correct that VOX does not qualify for Dragon Storm? They still have one Dragon Smoke remaining? Is that what you guys have? All right. Arc will get F4. VOX, no buffs, except for the Thraxuses. I think that's plural. All right, let's start it out with Dow. 20-second timer, Dow. 15 minutes remaining. Dow going to put Torment on Ron. Kruger to the Watchtower. E9 Goliath. Amp. Arc Spark. Dow's moving out to the no zone. Sure, Ron has something. He's always got a little something. All right, Kruger is going to unlight the 9th Watchtower. Grenade is stopped. Let's go over to Justice. 20-second timer. I don't think you ever occupied the bomber zone, Diana. Is that correct? Actually, you're correct. Cat was there. That is correct. Cat jumped down to the bomber zone in 4. Are you guys done? All right. Ron, going to back up. There is no Dragon Storm. So, Dow moved into range. Goliath unloaded. Hits or wait? Or do you want to use the prevention? All right, hits. Actually, scratch that. Ron, go back. He used an E9. He didn't get credit for the Dragon Storm. All right, E9. My bad. He's not tormented. He does still get the full grenade. Okay, prevention. Hits, nope. Prevention, yep, nope. All right. So the grenade is prevented. All right. Now we go to Justice. Justice is Summon Nader. Super Thrill, Arc Spark. Cannot use the T10 because he's tormented. So Justice, no T10. Is a -5. Both teams have been hit with a -5. Please don't challenge again and tell me when somebody loses a challenge. I'm the referee here. I'll make that call if you guys don't mind. All right, so no T10. Mythic Blue from Dow. All right, so we're going to stop it. They're also going to mute the wall. Mythic Blue, second blue of the game. Mythic is going to hit Justice. Justice, this one's going to take you down to 60%. Playing Nader, we're going to put Dust. So Justice going to lose his Torment. His Dust will drop off. Put his Dust on somebody else. All Arc players are dusted for this round. And we go from Justice over to Valar. Justice going to absorb it. 20 seconds, Valar. The Justice only taking 10. Takes him from 80 down to 70. Timer's up. She beats the timer. Mythic Faust to Gem. Going to Torment Crimson. Blue Spark, H9. Unforgiven Grenade cannot be prevented by player preventions. Uh-oh. Sorry, Ron. Valar sneaking in the Unforgiven. First time we've seen that played. Yeah, it's new. That's why I put it in the Bomber Bundle, just so you guys can see it tonight. But it's craftable. It will not be in a lot of Bomber Bundles. Let me put it that way. All right, does hit. There is no Dragon Storm on it, but she gets the H9, using it from the grenade launcher. But she is dust smoked because of Justice Nader. So we'll nerf it 20%. S7, equivalent to S7 Rapture. 50 green, blue block off the board. Walls are a little strong tonight, if you guys haven't noticed. All right, let's kick it over to Ron. Ron with Dust Smoke and a Torment, Ron. Beats the timer. Skull to Dow, Torment to Busy. Take Dow down to 80, give Ron absorption. Julia says, wait. Inferno to Strawman. Dow going to prevent the scold. Ron still gets the absorption. Dow stays at 90. Doesn't hit, so he doesn't like the Watchtower. He is going to like the Strawman. Strawman number 1 lit up, and it will get rid of his absorption that he just got. And hinder Julia to give her -1. All right, let's go over to Julia. Julia, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Going to play Jin Shi. Going to hinder the entire crew over at VOX. Going to play Wicked Gideon. Whose Gideon would you like to return, Julia? Torment over to Cat. F4 gavel loaded. Crimson's going to prevent it. All right, Cat, your Gideon's been returned to your hand. So the points come off the board. And Julia getting 20. -20 for VOX with Julia's Gideon. And then Cat's Gideon gets removed from Ark's score. So they get the points back. Crimson, your move, 20 seconds. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Bane to their wall. Blue Spark. Super Thrill. Grizzly to the wall. All right, we'll start with Bane. Rebuild a blue block. Super Thrill Grizzly. After mass destruction. 30 blue remaining. Take blue and blue. Busy's going to intervene the Bane. And then they're going to paint half of it, which is going to take 75% blue. 25 blue remaining, not enough to get the block down. And that's it. That's where we stop it. Match is over, 10:45. Ron says, wait. You got it, Ron. We're still in the same move. What do you got? It won't matter. Because it didn't take down a whole block anyway. It only took 3/4 of a block. I removed the Bane that they stopped, and then that would have been 3/4. So it wouldn't have stopped anything. Awesome job, everybody. Let's do the math. Let's figure it out. Give me 5 minutes, and I'll get you guys a winner. We'll count down the previous blessings, but remember, this round does not end. It stops right here. So there were 3 blessings that were removed. So it goes a little something like this. We got blue block, red block, and then breaks the ice block. Those are the 3 blessings. Over on the other side, we've got 2. It'll be blue block and blue block. All right, everybody, we are back. One thing I want to remind you is when we play these 1-3-5 stop games, they're always a lot closer than you realize because it stops. So what somebody was going to do at the end of the round, whether it was going to be a DZ or an occupy or whatever the case may be, it changes it up. So just always play these to the end and look for points. Points is the name of the game. So I'll give you a real quick breakdown. Flags, we had 750 for Arc, 450 for Vox, 300-point advantage. Again, you're not going to get a huge flag advantage. You need the flags. You're the home team in 1-3-5, but that's not always a difference maker. Walls, 500 for Arc, 150 for Vox. So Arc did get their wall game going. Took them a little bit to ramp it up, but the walls were a little strong tonight. Get to Watchtowers. Vox 200, 125. They needed that ninth one. I thought Crimson was going to go scold and get that ninth one lighted up, get that extra 100 points. But Watchtowers ended up being 200 to 125, 75-point advantage to Vox, cuts into the lead. Big advantage for Vox in Kangs. Even though they didn't have the boss game, they got 428 points in Kangs. So that's like an extra flag or two. Arc got 199, 428 to 199. That's a big, big advantage. It shifted the game back in the other direction. Siege and Occupy. Jim went 100 points with the Siege. We also know they got the Faust. That was added to the PCP bonus, but or in a different category at the end. But 100 points for Siege and Occupy. No points for Vox. They weren't able to get the Occupy, and then Kat kind of got stuck with the Siege, and then she got Max Spark toward the end. DZ, Vox 75, Arc 50. Timers kind of made up for the DZ. Vox was minus 65, Arc was minus 40. Overall, at that point, look how close this game is before we get to the other stuff. So think about this game when it went the distance. Arc 1684, Vox 1238. We get to PCP. PCP, we got a cannonball. We got a tire. We had a 9 reversed, but we saw this a couple more times. Vox got 125 for the DZ because they had a player that got 2, and then they split the other one. So 125 to 25. That's a big advantage. So 175 points in PCP. Go over to the other side. We had cannonball, tire, gold bar, and then 25 points for the PCP DZ. They got a 30-point bonus as well for the Faust. So 180 points there. And then the final category is the additions and subtractions. We had 9 Elmos for Team Vox. Dark Boss, Chromica, Cinder. But they had a 24-point Gold Gideon deducted, a 20-point Wicked Gideon deducted, a 28-point Mythic Gideon deducted, and a 5-point penalty. Overall, they ended up plus 68 in extras. Over on the other side, we had Arc. They only got 50 points in Elmos. Chromica, Red Cinder, 22. Dark Boss, 25. The Gold Orbital never capped. And they did have a negative 38, negative 28, negative 28, and a negative 5 penalty. They ended up only plus 8 with the extras. Overall, again, like I said, these games are close. Arc, 1872. Vox, 1481. Really came down to a flag and that one Watchtower. Arc, squeaking it out tonight at home. Vox, good showing. But, as Ron said, you never know what would have happened had the Dark Shadow not been so thirsty, Ron. If all those attacks would have went elsewhere, or if Ron would have gotten a kill. One kill would have changed the whole narrative of the game. So it really does come down to 1 or 2 moves. Great job tonight, both teams. Arc got a big home win. Vox looking good on the road. Both of you guys are off next week, so you got about 2 weeks off. Enjoy it. Get involved in the other events. We're going to have fishing. I'll be doing a little late night fishing tonight, trying to catch up on some people on the leaderboard myself. Tomorrow night, who knows what's going down tomorrow night, Ron? 2 things. 2 of Ron's favorite things are going down tomorrow night. We've got Auction Avenue will go down, and Fishing Frenzy. Both those things go hand in hand. Join us for both. We're going to try to beat our record of, let me ask you guys a question. Can we get 50 pages Who thinks we can get 50 pages of auctions up tomorrow night? Give me a 999 if you think we can do it. And I'll see you for those events tomorrow. We also got Wicked Asylum Friday night. Make sure you are definitely there for epic encounter. And Saturday night, Clash. Saturday night Clash coming at you guys. Have a great night. We will see you. We got great events set up for this week. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.